All right, so we're now on chapter 10, which is the last chapter of Michi's Endgame technique. And it turns out this is a pretty simple chapter with one pretty simple idea. I'm not sure why he made a separate chapter out of it, actually. But he calls it, actually, what did he call it? He calls it 3 is a key number. Which is an odd name. And all he means by that is that when you're in a situation where you're clearing against a high anchor, 4 or 5 typically, and you're burying in, that you generally, when you get the chance, want to clear the point, which is 3 pips away. So, for instance, this one, it's not clear. It's not immediately clear, which is better. Normally, you want to clear from the rear. So you want to clear the 8 point under that rule. But that gives you this kind of awkward looking position, which is odd at the end. And so the best play, as it turns out, is the one that's three pips away. So it's clearing the point 3 pips away. Yeah, and this is only going to matter, I think, for the 4 point. Actually, I didn't look, so let me look. I'll put these in and see if this matters. Here, you might, yeah, it's still the same. It may also be the fact that you're doing the crossover with this 6-1. But in any case, Michi's point is clear it from 3 pips away. So let's look at another example.
That's 4 pips away.
Well, now it is, yes. Well, and now because now the rule really wouldn't apply because you're trying to bear in. Obviously, you're first of all, you can't clear 3 pips away because it's a 6 point. An interesting thing, if you remember back to bearing in, bearing off against the 3 point, clearing the 6 point is the key priority, which happens to be 3 pips away. So he doesn't he sort of treats it as sort of a magical concept, the 3 pips away thing. But it does show up through the examples. So let's look at another example. Okay, so here we have the case, the same 6-1, 3 pips away is the 8 point. And so the answer to this one is clear the 8 point, even though that leaves. And it's not that big of a deal now, probably because this is still kind of an awkward structure, which leaves some bad shots. Although so does this one. You have the odd numbers on the top 2 pips, and then you've got like a 6-1, or this is only 6-1 that's bad here.
No, 6, 5.
That's right, the high doubles and 6-1. So there's that's you're leaving 4 bad shots, whereas
And
this
I'm
one
the other way.
Yeah, this one is just double 6s and double 5s. And that's it. So in any case, the rule is 3 pips away is the one you want to clear when you're bearing in against these positions. It only applies to your 4, 5, or 6 point. Here's an interesting one. So what do you think the right play is here? And obviously, I mean, we're going to make the 5 points. So the first 2 are going to go here. And so what are the next two?
7, clear the 7.
Well, Michi's rule is you clear the three pips away, so that would be this. Which looks kind of weird, not very balanced. So let's look what the right answer is. And it's right by a fair amount, even though that still looks odd to me. That, you know, I guess there's nothing that plays bad here next time. I guess, well, 6-4 is not so great. But this would be the next one. Okay, this leaves you immediately double fours. And you know, unless you get doubles, you're not going to be able to clear next time either. But again, it's not terrible because black is on the bar and the only bad number is double fours. This one, same thing, double fours are bad. Okay, last example Michi gives is this one. And so this one is counterintuitive, but there's kind of a general idea too here. But so what's if you follow Michi's rule, what's the play?
Yeah. Clear the
Clear
7.
the bar point.
Yeah, clear the 7. As opposed to maybe 8-3 or 6-2, 8-7. So yeah, it is clearing the bar point.
Mm.
So that's kind of a handy rule to have. One of the things here I noticed that is typically right is if, you know, if you're trying to bring checkers in from the back, it usually clear a checker from the back. It's usually nice to have the stack there, and that gives you a lot of timing to roll a nice set of doubles, or to just peel these off one at a time and force your opponent. Now it's not so much the case here, but because black has a lot of timing with these two spares to bring around and this spare up here, black is probably not going to be forced to escape or to run off his anchor. But generally, this is a good idea. One, as I was thinking, that one variation that I saw on this is, you know, this one. So what's the right play here?
Is there supposed to be a checker born off in the tray?
No, actually, it's not.
So you can clear the 10.
Yeah, you can clear the 10, or you can make the 5 point. Now, I think I would probably, without having thought of this example, I would probably have made the 5 point. Seems like a pretty standard thing to do. In this case, though, 5 point isn't bad. In fact, let me plus it. But clearing the 10 is actually better. Not by much, but you know, kind of shows you how useful it is to have these stacks when you're trying to clear a line of checkers. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that chapter. It was kind of thin, so what I did, I knew we had a lot more time, was just came up with a few positions that I ran across doing this book that I got really wrong. So I thought we would look at those and see if we can figure them out. So here's a position where we're trying to get off the gammon, and with the 6-2 to play. And this kind of thing happens a lot, and you have to, stop and think about it. But obviously, we're going to go 6 here. Actually, there's no choice, so we have to do 6 here. But now the question is, where do we place the 2? Now, typically, and I think probably what I did, I don't remember this one other than if I saved it, I got it wrong. You're going to move up to get closer, so that as long as you get a 2 or better, you're in, and then you can take one off. Does anyone see the problem with that?
One's miss.
Well, I'm sorry, Karen, what did you say?
I said one's miss.
One's
Okay.
miss, yes. Any roll with a 1 other than double ones that you miss. So that's 10 misses.
And double 5.
And double 5s miss, yes. So that's 11 misses. If you do here, okay, now 1s don't miss. Actually, and double 5s go in too. The only rolls that miss are 2-1 and 3-1, and that's it.
3-2. 3-2.
Double ones.
I'm sorry, yes, 3-2, thank you. Yeah, you need 4 or better. And yes, double ones too. Okay, so what do we got? Double ones miss, 3-1, 2-1, and 3-2. So that's 8 instead of 10. The interesting thing I found out, though, is look what kind of blunder that is to not think about it. To just automatically play 10-8
Mm.
or 16-8, which is probably what I did. That's a huge mistake. Though, and it's those 2 extra rolls. I guess it's 3 extra rolls, because there are 11 misses here versus 8 the other way. So anyway, that's not sure Michi covered that, but it's a useful idea to don't just play automatically, stop and think about these rolls, but what to do with that last 2. It's a huge blunder.
The trick is to look out for a number which don't duplicate a number which neither bears in nor bears off.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, just let me wonder if we had what's a 1? Now here we have 6. And now we can do this. And I think we have the same issue. So it's probably, my guess would be the same rationale. Yeah. Not giving you that ace is enormously costly. Okay, next one to look at. This is an interesting one here, which again, I probably got wrong. And what are the issues here? And what are the plays?
Either take 2 off or 1 off.
Yeah, it's 6 off, 2 off, or clear the 4 and the 2, or go 4 to 2 and then lift the 3.
Because that leaves you, when you take 2 off, you still are odd, so it doesn't really save you a roll. So the other play is 4 to 2 and 3 off.
Yeah, it's a question, that's a good point. When we take 2 off, you still have 4 rolls to go. So you don't really gain a whole lot by taking that off. It's always nice to have a checker off, and particularly if you get hit, that can make a big difference. But by doing that, let's count the shots we leave next time, which is going to be, 6-1, not 6-2, not 6-3, 6-4, and 6-5. So there's 8 numbers. 5-1, 5-3, 5-4. There's 6 more. That's 14 numbers. 4-1, 4-3. So now we're up to like 14 or 15 numbers. Now let's do it the other way where we cleared this one and left it up here. What are our bad numbers? Just with 2s, 6-2, 5-2, 4-2, 3-2. That's 8. So there are twice as many bad numbers, roughly.
Did you count double twos?
I did not count double 2s. Yeah, okay, so so what did I have? 9 numbers that are bad here, versus 4 off the 6, 3 off the 5. That's 7, 2 off the 4, and 3-1. Another one off the 3. 6, 6, 10, 20 rolls are bad here. 20 versus 9. So so this is a huge blunder, not to take the time to figure that out, and make the wrong play. Leaving 20 rolls, which leave a shot next time, versus 10. I think it came up with 10 here. Okay, last one. This is an interesting one, and it rarely comes up to play because this is something that we rarely think about. But what's the right play here, and why?
Is it match play or money play?
This is a match.
7-point match, 0-0.
I don't think it matters actually whether it's match or money.
Well, if you take 3 off, you're hoping to get a backgammon, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is that the thing?
Yeah, well, that turns out to be the key thing here, is your backgammon chances, because you can play very safely here, or relatively safely, by going 3-2 with 2, and then taking 3 off, and that's or actually that's not even the safest play. You can go 3-1 with 2. Okay, that's a guaranteed win, because black can't hit you coming in. I guess if he danced with a 1-2 and then danced with double 1s, you might get to the point where you leave 1 checker left. But it's almost a guarantee.
Almost guaranteed a gammon, aren't you?
Yeah, gammon is pretty high too. Yeah, I mean, you're almost guaranteed a gammon. So here, the key is to play for the backgammon. So any idea, what's the play for the backgammon here?
You've got to get down to 4 checkers to give you a chance to be off in one roll. So we take 3 off the 1 point. Oh, well, in that case, then you've got to go 3-2.
Yeah,
Gary, how about 2 off the 1 and 3 to 2 twice? So it gives you double.
so what did you say, Omar?
2 off the ace and 3 to 2 twice
Oh,
to give you double 2s. No.
So you're doing
So 3 to
Off
2
here.
twice.
like that?
Yeah, no, that's 5 checkers. I clearly can't count. Okay, forget it.
Yeah, with the odd number checkers, we're not gonna get down to 4. Without leaving a shot. Yeah, so, because, yeah, I got this one wrong, so I'm glad that it's not just me.
Yeah, I thought either safe play or just go 2 checkers off the 2 point. Some kind of
Yeah.
happens there.
Well, it turns out that's the right play,
Really? Okay.
but, yeah,
But why?
it's 2 off the 2.
oh, wow.
So they
Well-
come out with a deuce and we can hit again somehow, do some sort of double 1.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at it, you're not, any of these plays, you're up 99% to win. Well, I guess if you leave, yeah, if you, unless you leave a shot, once you leave a shot, then you're down, then you drop off. So this play leaves 99.4 to win. This one is 99.05. And this one, I think this is the one that I played, 99.8. But what's different about them is look at the backgammons, which we rarely look at backgammons. So here, and it's 91% gammons and nearly 20% backgammons. The second best play is 99 to win, 90% gammons and 19% backgammons. And I think this is the one that I played. This is 99.8 to win, 88, almost 90% gammons, but only 6% backgammons. So, yeah, I mean, the 2 checkers off still leaves 2 points where your opponent can dance. And if your opponent dances, your backgammon chances are really good. You're not giving the only rolls that are bad are roll with a 1 in it. 6-1, 5-1, 4-1, 3-1, 2-1.
2 ones, well, okay.
Yeah, and 2-1. Let's get it final. And chances are your opponent will come in anyway. So anyway, this is one.
Plus,
this is
it would
one
seem
I've
if
seen.
you just had 3 checkers left, even if you get hit, you're likely to win the game. You won't get the gammon, but you'll likely
Yeah.
win the game.
With any of these moves, you're probably going to, even if you leave the shot and roll the 1, if you take 2 off, you might get hit, but with only 3 checkers left, you're heavily favored to win the game. You may give up the gammon, but even so, the backgammon in this case is really the key factor, and it's because there are 2 on the bar. And with this roll, you've still got 2 points left to block, and now you've got 2 rolls, 3 rolls, and if you roll doubles, you get 2 rolls, and your opponent may not be able to come in and get out before that. Okay, so that's kind of so that's all I had planned for today. Again, a very short chapter to end the book. Next week or next time, we'll start on the Chris Bray book. And again, his book is very much geared toward beginners. And I'm going to take his sort of beginner stuff and try to add, embellish it a little bit with, to make it useful for intermediates and more advanced players. And really the main reason I did that is I wanted to talk about the cube, and he's got some very introductory things on the cube, and we're going to try to expand it a bit to kind of transform it into the kind of the way Michi's books are, where there are a lot of examples and a lot of choices you can make. It's not a simple matter of proverb here, proverb there. It's weighing the different options that you have.
Gary, would you spell Chris's last name and the name of the book?
B-R-A-Y.
B-R what?
B-R-A-Y.
A-Y, okay.
And you can get it at, I think Carol Joy has it at Chicago Point. And then I ordered it directly from, actually Ray sent me the address where you can order directly. My impression was that they print it, you order it and they'll print it for you and send it to you. It's not a very expensive book. Yeah, I think it was under $20.
Talking about Lulu Publishing?
I'm sorry, it's
Lulu Publishing?
blue.
Yes,
Is that right?
Yes.
Ray? I'm looking at it now.
yeah, it's print on demand, but I think Carol's got it.
Lulu.com.
Lulu, yes.
But there's a website, I think it's called Chris Bray Backgammon. But I'd go to Carol because
Yeah, okay, but it's, it's worth, I think it's worth having. I think it's, it's not, Michi's books are still the best in terms of being able to sit with them and learn a lot of information. This is more geared to an introductory book, so it's, for that purpose, it's fine. And hopefully when I add, if I can do it successfully, we'll add enough information to make it more useful. But I don't think it stands as well on its own as a good resource for learning things. Okay, so that's the end of that session. Let's stop the recording.